Susan from Oh That's Yummy. Today I'm going to be making something I haven't made before, but I've had out at different places and it's really amazing. It's those little paper things you get full of the nuts that have like the sugar and the cinnamon on them. So I'm going to attempt to make those today. We'll see. The recipe seems pretty simple, so let's give it a shot. First, I'm going to spread out these nuts on the sheet. And then we're going to be adding, after they've cooked for about 8 to 10 minutes, the sugar mixture. Spread these out really well. These are going to go into the oven between 8 and 10 minutes. It says to leave them in there until you smell like a nut roasting kind of smell, like you can smell like they're getting roasted, or they can get a little bit brown. That's when you're supposed to take them out. So I'm going to just do it for at least 8 minutes and then 2 more minutes if it needs it. So we'll see how that works out. Alright, so I have our nuts spread out on our cookie sheet, and we have a preheated 350-degree oven on the middle rack. My oven light is still not fixed. Sorry guys. Put that right in there. 350. We're going to do this for 8 minutes, and we'll come back and we're going to add up our sugar mixture and put it all together. So you have tablespoons of milk. Put that right in there. And I asked for 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. So I'm going to add a little bit extra just because I want to. So let's do 1, 2, a little bit extra. I'm also going to add, which is pretty redundant because I'm already putting sugar and cinnamon in there, but I'm still going to put some cinnamon sugar in there because I want them to be extra sweet. So I'm going to add a little bit of the cinnamon sugar. I might even put some of this on after it's all mixed together. And it calls for a 1/4 a teaspoon of salt. So there goes that. Alright. It says mix this over medium heat until it has a nice syrupy consistency. So you're on medium heat here. I might even use a whisk. It might mix a little bit better with a whisk. So I'm not going to whisk it quickly. I'm just going to get the sugar blended with this whisk a little bit better. Alright. So I'm going to mix this for about, I don't know, probably going to take about maybe 10 minutes and get this nice and syrupy. And we will be back. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes. Been mixing this. It's kind of coming to a little rolling boil. There's just bubbles. I'm glad I switched to the whisk too because it's made mixing easier. Put the nuts back in the oven with the heat off just to keep them warm so I can add them to this warm. And as soon as I take this off the heat and turn it off, that's when we put the teaspoon of vanilla in immediately. And then we're going to add the nuts. So this looks like it's pretty much ready. Yep, just a rolling boil there. Keep stirring it. Alright, I'm going to turn off the heat. Take our nut mixture out of here. Add our vanilla. Vanilla extract. 1 teaspoon. Put that right in there. Mix. Next I'm going to add the nuts to it. Alright, I think I'm going to use just a large spoon because they're kind of hot still. Get a spoon and everything here. Just put them in there. It smells amazing. Kind of make a mess because the nuts are going. Oh, it smells amazing. I'm using almonds and I think cans. Oh boy, this is like they're like fizzing up as I put them in there, bubbling up with everything in there. These in here. Mix these all up. Smells so cinnamony. Oh my goodness. These come out as good as the ones that always do come out. I'm just mixing these up, coating them, so the sugar melted all over them. It smells amazing. Make sure you get them coated really well. Alright. Next I'm going to spread them on wax paper on a nice large pan. We have this nice big platter, and I'm just going to spread them all out in here. Oh yeah, look at that nice syrup. And it's just with a fork, just going to spread them out and separate them with a fork like this. Spread them all out. There might be some excess syrup, that really shouldn't matter. Spread them all out like that. Because if you don't do that, they'll probably kind of stick together, which isn't really a big deal. Just pull them apart or eat them in clumps. Alright. And then we got to let these cool. And then after they cool, you're just going to store them in an airtight container. Don't have to put them in the refrigerator. Just as long as the container is airtight, you should be good. Alrighty then. We've got these all spread out really well. And I'm going to let them cool. I try not to eat them when they're cooling. It's tempting. I just want to get all over these bad boys right now, but I'm going to wait. Have to wait. Alright. Those are spread out with a fork. We're going to let these cool, and I will show you what they look like when they've cooled for, well, I'll let you know how long they cooled for when we come back. Alright.